Good morning, guys. I'd like to tell you that I'm feeling so much better today, but I'm feeling somewhat better. Just not way better, not where I'd like to be. And I'm pretty sure I know why. Not just the emotional, hormonal stuff, but if you recall, last week I went in and got a vitamin B12 shot once I realized how low I was in iron and all that. I started back on my B12 shots, which I had been doing months before. I had to go in every week, and then I had dropped down to every 2 weeks, and then once a month, and then I just didn't go for months and months, and I was just totally depleted. So I'm back on my iron therapy. I'm taking iron pills again, and I'm going to be going in weekly for my vitamin B12 shots until I feel like I can drop down to once every 2 weeks and then once a month, and then hopefully I'll be done with that. But who knows? Like I said, I've had the lap band, so I may not be able to eat as much red meat as I need to get the nutrition I need. So I may have to do this forever, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. As long as it makes me feel good, as long as I'm healthy, I'll continue doing what I need to do, because that's the main goal, is just to be as healthy as I can be. And the carnivore diet is the number one tool in that journey. So I'm going to continue doing that. And like I said, I'll go in this afternoon, I'll get another shot. It lasts me, well, the first 2 days is when I'm at the best. I'm like totally feeling good. And then it slowly, you can feel it fading off. And by the end of the week, I'm just like right back to square one. So it'll get me through Thanksgiving, which is good. That's when I'm going to need the most energy, because we're going to be doing Thanksgiving here. I'll feel better and be able to help my husband, because honestly, he does the majority of the cooking. Thank God, because I am, one, a lousy cook. Two, I don't enjoy it like he does. He actually gets joy out of cooking, probably because he's good at it and people appreciate it. But when you're not a good cook and nobody's really thrilled with what you're making, it kind of takes the joy out of it. So, and I did most of the cooking for a good 30 years of our marriage when we were raising the kids and whatnot. But at this point, I enjoy more of the decorating and the preparations beforehand and hostessing, while he enjoys the actual cooking of the food. He researches it. He knows how to do things. He's got all the fancy stuff. He's got a smoker and a grill and a sous vide. And yeah, he's good at it. So I'm more than happy to let him take over and do that. But I will be making a few alternatives, just in case, because right now I don't even think I'll need them. I think I'll be fine with he's cooking turkey and a brisket. So I think I'm going to be more than fine with that. But I thought, just in case, I was going to make the smashed cauliflower, which is, the mock potatoes. And those are really good. And my family even enjoys those. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and make those just in case. He's still going to make real mashed potatoes. But I was going to make that, and I'm going to make a low carb pumpkin cheesecake, just in case I feel like, if I see everybody else eating pumpkin pie and with whipped cream, and I think I want something, it'll be there just in case, because I just don't want to blow it. I'm 3 months in, which to me is a long time. That's the longest I think I've ever stuck to any diet, but I'm still considered a newbie as far as being a carnivore, because it's not a diet per se, not for losing weight. It's a healthy lifestyle journey. And I'm still at the very beginning. And that's another reason why I think I'm going through these phases, like a couple of you commented and let me know, because I'm still new and I'm still healing. My body's still going through a process, and there's going to be periods where I do feel this way, especially as we lose weight. Our fat cells release those toxins back into our systems that, from all the crappy foods and medicines or whatever that we've taken through the years. And it takes a while to release all that. So I'm going to go through periods like this, and I'm aware of that. And so I just have to, just get through it. And it helps to talk to you guys, to other carnivores who understand and who have gone through the same thing. You guys are amazing. And all of us say that. All of us that are in the carnivore community just know how precious this community is and how helpful it is, because I don't think we could do this without having each other. It's almost like Alcoholics Anonymous, you know how they have their group and their sponsors, like George is my sponsor, and I have, you guys are the group, and I can come to you and talk to you, and you let me know what I can do. You guys share information with me and give me other sites to look at for other people that I can relate to that are on their carnivore journey, because we're all different. So many different people are doing carnivore, so many, all different ages, all different sizes, health issues, just living where we live all over the world, our cultural differences. So it's fun. I like seeing that, but sometimes you just want to listen to somebody that is probably is in a similar situation as you, either weight wise, age wise, whatever, or at the same stages in their journey. And so I had asked for you guys to give me some links to other carnivores that I haven't visited yet, and that might be helpful to me. And you guys did that, and I'm going to be sharing those in the next few videos. I'll let you know, because they're all wonderful. Every time I go to a new one, I'm like, oh, I love this. And then I binge watch all of their videos, and then somebody will mention somebody else, and then I go to theirs, and but they're all helpful. They're all helpful no matter where they're at in their journey. And the most recent one is, I think it's my Apex. Hold on, I've got to get my iPad out so I can see, but I just started reading hers. Yes, my Apex Odyssey. And she's younger than me, which everybody is, except for Old Guy Carnivore. Everybody, very few of you guys are in your 60s and 70s. But anyway, she's younger, and she's been doing this for quite a while, and she's lost 80-something pounds, I believe, which is wow. That's awesome. And she's even tried the Lion's Diet, which that always impresses me, because that's the goal. Someday I'll get there, and I'm going to give that a try. I just want to see what it's about. But anyway, she's very down to earth, very honest, and she shares all those type of details, which that's what I want to hear. I want to hear, the day-to-day life details. What are you going through? What are you experiencing with this? What do you go through when you get together with your families and for the holidays, and how do you handle that? So yeah, she's all about that. So I would highly recommend you guys give her a visit. I think she's wonderful and very inspirational. So yeah, I've been checking out her, and then there's another one, and I need to get his information before I share, because I don't want to share the wrong thing. So, but anyway, yeah, it helps to have other people that are doing this and that are sharing their realities with us. They're sharing what they're going through, because it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Like I said, some people get on this and everything just goes wonderfully. They lose weight right away. They heal right away. They don't run up into any obstacles. Everybody's supportive. And it's like, that's not how it is for me or for a lot of us. Some of us have obstacles or issues. I'm fortunate in that my family is very supportive. My husband pretty much has been a carnivore the majority of our marriage anyway. So he's, been very, very helpful. I've mentioned, that I have a son. My younger son was a vegan for many, many years, 14 years. And then he started eating fish, and he's a pescatarian, and he's even been supportive and kind. And so it really bums me out when people talk negatively about people that are doing other diets. And I've even been guilty of that at the beginning. But it's like, you know what? We all have freedom of choice, and we have to do what works for us. And I've tried many, 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 many diets, and nothing has been as helpful to me as the carnivore diet. So that's why I talk about this, and I'm doing this. But if you're doing something that's working for you, I am in no position to tell anybody anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not educated in all this. I'm just doing it because it's working for me. Maybe at some point I will, But right now, all I can do is fix myself. And hopefully, if others see what I'm doing and they think that, it's successful, then they'll ask me questions. And that has happened. And that is so exciting to me when, other people see it. Not just the weight loss, but they see that I'm doing better, I'm feeling better, and they think, okay, there's something to that. I'm going to talk to her. So that makes me really happy. Um, Yesterday I ran a bunch of errands, and I was at the post office. I'd gone to FedEx and UPS and the post office, and I'm standing in line, and I was behind this lady, and from appearance from behind, she looked like an elderly lady. And for me to say elderly, that means in their 70s, because I'm 63, so I'm actually an elderly lady. But anyway, she looked more decrepit. She actually had a cane. She was walking, and she was kind of shaky and stuff. And her hair had grown out, and it was, pretty much gray, and the bottom part was dark. But I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just trying to say that was the reason I got that overall picture that she was, older. So anyway, we're standing there and, just waiting and waiting. And she's looking around, and finally she turns all the way around and she looks at me, and it was somebody that I knew. Again, not a close friend, but I live in a small community, so we run into each other, and I don't even remember her name, but I've seen her for years, and we always talk. She's the same age as me. And I just asked her how she was doing, and she's like, oh, good, good. She's just hanging in there. And I'm looking at her and thinking, good, you're doing good. I didn't want to ask her, are you sure? Do you have any health issues? Because she's thin. She was thin, but I could tell she just wasn't feeling good. And she just, she said she's tired, but she was blaming it on this time of year. And I said, yeah, I can relate to that. Me too. I'm tired and stuff. But, and that was all. We just chit chat a little bit. And she was, she said, oh, you look really good. What are you doing? And I said, oh, I've just been, experimenting. I have a hard time, especially when I'm in public, coming out and saying, oh, I'm doing carnivore, and waiting for everybody to come out of the woodwork and attack me. So I'm like, oh, I'm just experimenting with, different diets, trying to see what works. And I said, mainly, I've just cut out all the processed carbs and sugars. And she goes, oh, that's good. That's it. She goes, that's like Dr. Atkins. And I said, yeah, similar to that. And I just left it at that. But yeah, I see that all the time. And it always shocks me when I see people that are my age that are doing so poorly. But honestly, I was just as bad as her about a year ago. If you would have seen me out in public, especially when my knee was hurting me and I was using my hiking stick as a cane, I'm sure I looked just as decrepit. So it made me realize how far I have come on carnivore. Even though I'm only like 3 months in, a lot has happened, and I've healed a lot of my ailments, and I'm so grateful for that. Like I said, I still have weight to lose, and that's my biggest obstacle right now in my health, because I think if I lost all the weight that I want to lose, I'll feel even better. That's going to make a huge difference. So that's where I'm at, but I'm not really doing anything different. I'm still just eating meat, and walking. I walk 4 to 5 times a week, and drinking my water. And now I'm taking supplements, and I'm just letting it happen. I'm not really doing anything special to speed that up. I'm just working on the healing, and I continue to feel good. The emotional thing is, that's something that I've always dealt with. My emotions go up and down all the time, and it's affected by the seasons, the change of seasons. I know that. And just various things. Like I said, there are a lot of family stuff going on. I was just sad. And so I don't know. I'm hoping that gets better too in time. It has. It is better. Like I said, last year and the year before, I was extremely depressed, bedridden depressed. So I'm obviously better than that. But it's funny because I just changed the headline on my YouTube page, where I'm the happiest carnivore, because I am happy. Of course, somebody wants to talk to me now. But anyway, I felt like because I go to all these other channels and I listen to everybody, and it's like, they don't talk about how happy this makes you, because in comparison to how I felt, I feel so much happier. So I thought, what can I call myself? Because there's so many different catchy names out there, and it's like I need a title so people will know that my channel is about the carnivore diet. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to call myself the Happiest Carnivore, because I am really happy with this whole lifestyle. And as soon as I changed that, that's when my mood plummeted, and it's like should be calling myself the Depressed Carnivore. But I'm not always like that. The majority of the time, I'm very happy, and I just think it's a lot to do with, like I said, I'm at that stage where I'm going to be releasing toxins into my system as I get rid of it, as my fat cells shrink, and I'm going to go through periods where I feel like this. But at least I recognize it for what it is, and I just got to work my way through it. So overall, it's been amazing. Something I want to talk about, and I'm just learning about, and it's really interesting to me because, like I said, when I started this, I had very little knowledge. I was just so desperate to try something that would help me, and I had seen that it was working for somebody else so well that I really didn't do a lot of research as much as I should, and I'm doing that as I go along. I'm learning about priming, which I should have done at the very beginning, right? And body composition, which is really exciting to me because even though I haven't lost a ton of weight yet, I mean, it's probably a ton to a lot of you who only need to lose 10, 15 pounds. I lost 42 pounds, but I still have another 50, even 60 pounds to go because I wanted to lose like 100 pounds. But anyway, I'm at the point where last time I checked, I don't check all the time now, I was only down 42 pounds. But the difference it made in my clothes, when I looked at the comparison pictures, and I'll put those up here for you to see, that blows me away. Because obviously I've lost more in inches than I have in pounds. And that was something I didn't realize could happen, that you could do that. So that's why people say throw away the scale and just use the tape measure, because that's the true that's how you'll really see the difference is in inches more than you will in pounds. So yeah, that makes a huge difference. So I thought I don't really understand how that works. So that's something I'm trying to educate myself on. And like I said, the priming, I'll talk more about that later because that was really interesting to me. And I thought, I wonder if that would have helped me. Well, I'm sure it would have when I started. So I think, as a new carnivore, I want to help others and to understand that. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And I've got another site I want to share with you guys, but I do need to go to work. And like I said, I love my job. I'm not complaining. It's just the idea that, I never understood people saying, God, if I didn't work, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Really? I have so many things I want to do every day. And it's like, oh, I can't. I got to put this on hold because I got to go to work because I got to make money because I like eating and I like having a house to live in and a car to drive. So I got to continue working. But there's so much that I want to do. So I'm so grateful that this week I'm only working 3 days. Tomorrow's my last day. I get 4 days off. And I've got so many things I want to do in those 4 days. I'm having my grandkids over. We're going to have a cousin sleepover, which that's going to be the highlight because I adore my grandkids. And we always have so much fun together. And it's the kickoff to Christmas. And that's going to be a busy time before and after, getting it ready and then cleaning up afterwards. But it's worth it. It's fun. And then Thanksgiving Day, which we're doing here, another fun time. Just getting together with the people I love most in the world, my family, my kids and my grandkids. Nothing makes me happier than that. I'm totally fine with that. If I didn't see anybody else ever again, I'd probably still be fine. But so yeah, I've got 4 days to spend with my family. I'm hoping to actually take one day, and that'll be Friday, probably Friday morning, not get dressed, stay in my jammies. I want to do some online shopping. Like I said, I got 8 grandkids to buy for, adult children and their spouses, my spouse. I got a lot of shopping to do. And I want to go online on my laptop with my mug of apple cinnamon tea. And I want to watch the parade. And yeah, that just sounds glorious to me. And I'm going to be eating leftover turkey and brisket. And I think I'm going to be a very happy camper. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And then, then it's back to work next week next week. And then I think I'm only working 2 more weeks. And then I get 2 weeks off for Christmas, and we're going to spend it with my daughter and my granddaughter. And so I've got a lot of good things to look forward to. So I'm trying to pull myself out of this funk, just focusing on the good things and to stop thinking about all the things that make me sad. And the things that make me sad are just missing my family, because I love my family so much. But yesterday I'm driving to work and that song comes on, about spending the holidays with your family, as long as the fates allow. And the tears just came because I thought, I didn't really stop to appreciate them all when we got together for every holiday. Aunts, uncles, cousins, my kids, that was such a brief period of time. Who knew that it was going to come to a screeching halt, that people would move and get relocated, and we don't see all the family like we used to. And it made me sad. It made me sad. But my family's growing, my immediate family, my kids, my grandkids, and I'm sure within the next 10 years, I'll have great grandkids. Not that I'm pushing it, not that I want that, but that's my grandkids. I have a 16-year-old granddaughter, so who knows? Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to focus on all the wonderful things that I have to look forward to. And hopefully that and my vitamin B12 shot that I'm going to get this afternoon will pull me out of this mood. And I will share that with you this evening when I get back. So you guys have a good day. And hopefully it's as gray and overcast where you're at as it is here, because to me, that's fall. I am done with the sunny, blue sky, 90-degree weather. I'm sorry. I had that for a good 6 months. I want at least a month of this dreary, gray, drizzly weather. It actually energizes me. When I got up and saw that was one thing that definitely made me happy. It's like, yes, I like this. So anyway, I don't have to turn the air on when I go to work this morning. So I will shut this down now because I can just keep talking. I did have my coffee and it has kicked in. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you tonight.